Boom, here we are in Trip's backyard, aka the jungle.
And I mean, you can see the little tiny Noni sprouting. And here you can see that? Little babies. Like this wouldn't be ripe, it's growing. This one does. Like if you notice it's whiter, well, I'll take that back. This looks like it'd been bitten into and it had kind of gone stale. They'll be larger. Like this isn't quite right, but it's on its way. This is more so. I mean, it's getting squishy. But when you start to feel it squish up, then just take it off, and it'll pretty much in 2 days after that, by leaving it outside, they'll be ready for juicing. But these grow fairly quick. I would say this right here is, I mean, this is about a year old, but it yields Noni constantly.
I recently heard about a study that was done on indigenous people that lived in high areas of dengue fever, and that the tribes that ingested Noni on a daily basis had no cases, zero of dengue fever. Yeah, or bad moods. So I mean that's just pretty amazing. You know, it just goes to show the real world application of the science behind it.
Yeah, and it's hard to. I mean, this just seems like a fact that if things aren't, you know, they don't have a lot of studies behind them or scientific or anything official behind them, then it's kind of laughed at. So I mean, there's not a lot of funding for things like this, but you just really have to think independently and you know, and do your own research, you know, just on a logical level. Like, what is this? What chemicals does it? I mean, because going back to the Wanabana, that it's supposed to have a more concentrated level of the active ingredient in chemotherapy. But I mean, and that's logical. Like, it will have it, and it does have it. You know, the same thing as chemotherapy, but
there's no marketing
just
for
the
it.
fact, yeah, that fact alone. So yeah, definitely do your research. But what is it's if you look up, I think Socrates has a saying, and it's food be thy medicine or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So it goes back, you know, to that. But yeah, this is definitely as you can see, a conducive place, you know, for year-round growing, and there's a lot of Noni, Wanabana, some of the most treasured fruits that'll definitely do a body good.
Boom!